Yo, welcome back to another video. We're going over the recent battle of the brains of the century that happened between, drumroll please, XQC and Adin Ross over gender. And without further ado, let's hop right into it.
It's not even
both of your opinions can exist.
And don't throw me no hate. You don't give a fuck when kids get beat. I give a fuck about all genders, all kids getting fucking mentally abused, emotionally abused, physically abused. I care about all that. I'm just saying protect the kids is all I'm saying, bro.
Adin, you obviously don't give a fuck about kids or care about any of that, because if you did, then why would you promote a crypto scam to your viewers who are predominantly kids and presumably ones that you would care the most about since they directly contribute to your success?
Chat, by the way, that MILF token shit I did a while back, I already told you guys, don't buy that shit. I got paid a bag to do that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. I hope none of you guys actually bought it.
And on top of that, clearly it's not the case that you care about kids, because you currently and always spew anti-trans beliefs, which directly contributes to the stigmatization and results in more harms towards trans kids.
So you know what? I'll tell you guys what. I'm gonna identify as a fucking dog. Let's do it. Come on. Let's identify as a fucking dog. Come on.
That'd be an insult to dogs, as their moral character is more often than not way better than yours.
My point is this, guys. The problem is this, bro. People on the internet are so fucking bored. I get it. Cool, you guys are bored. You wanna say, oh, I identify as a fucking scooter. Dude, in real life, you're a male and you're a fucking female. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's the truth.
Okay.
Not that Adin Ross actually cares, but male or female are explicitly not genders. Those are terms to refer to two different biological sexes, which even on that level, Adin is still wrong, because there are people who are intersex, meaning that they display biological characteristics of both the male sex and female sex, hence meaning that they're not really explicitly male or female. So some people are not just male or female.
Okay, and a bitch technically is a female dog, yet you call girls bitches all the time, right? Do they go like, do they say, no, actually, I'm a female born when I was young, not a bitch? They don't fucking do that shit, right?
Bro,
do they? Do they?
I honestly have no clue what he's getting at, other than maybe potentially the idea that language in and of itself is socially constructed and constantly changing. So maybe at one point in time, society used to treat sex and gender as largely synonymous, but that's largely not the case anymore, and people more so treat sex as referring to the biological reality that we happen to inhabit, and gender more so having to do with defining social classes based on social behavior that people often exhibit.
A gender is like a social construct.
True.
Listen, we're on two different. Hey, listen, let me tell you this. If I meet a man and he tell me that him being a man is a social construct, I slap the shit out of him. No, you're a fucking man, okay? Yo, if God made you with a dick and a balls, you're a man. I don't care what you think about yourself. You need to go deal with that. You need to go to Christ or anybody else, Allah, anybody. You got dick and balls, you are a man. There ain't no social construct. Biology tells me what you are. You got a pussy, you a woman. You got a dick, you're a man. Again, we could make up these other rules, but that is the ground rules, brother. Like this whole, oh no, it's construct.
Well, first and foremost, I don't think that you're going to be slapping the fuck out of anyone, because you'd have to be able to catch them first. But dealing more so with the content of what you said, these ideas that having a dick and balls or having a pussy makes you either a man or a woman, and those being the ground rules, those are largely arbitrary ground rules, but also you're referring to sex, and even though sex and gender used to be treated mostly synonymously, again, that's not the case anymore, and there's no reason for that being the case. As you even point out, saying that there are other rules that we could add, we don't use those rules explicitly that you're talking about in determining whether or not somebody is a man or a woman. That typically has to do more so with how people behave generally.
It's like, dog, all right, I'm a penguin. Am I a penguin?
No, DJ Akademiks, you are not a penguin, because we can look up what constitutes a penguin and see that you do not have the qualities necessary to be a penguin due to our societal definition of what a penguin is, even though it is very close.
No. What X is saying is, so sex is male or female. Right. So
So you're correct, Ak and Aiden. There's male and there's female.
Yes, there is. There's two
sex,
genders.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the biological attribute, right?
Correct.
Male and female. That's sex.
Yes.
Gender. See, like there's a miscommunication and misunderstanding of gender versus sex. Sex is female or male. You understand? So when you guys say there's two,
of course I understand.
When you guys say there's two genders, you're referring to those two sexes, right? Gender is actually a social construct.
There
right?
you go. So why tell me I'm wrong about this? I was wrong about that.
Behaviors and certain things of certain different, right? Like, so when you say is there two genders, what you mean are there two sexes? Yes, there's two sexes. There's male and there's female.
Guys,
you understand? So like you're both arguing two different things.
Well, Train is largely correct here to a certain extent, talking about, you know, the difference between sex and gender. He's wrong about them having two different debates. Akademiks and Adin Ross are trying to argue that sex and gender are the same thing, right? They're gender essentialists, whereas XQC and Train included are more so taking the stance that no, gender and sex are two separate things.
Stop. Akademiks, have you ever gone to a gender reveal party? We don't call it a sex reveal party. You call it a gender reveal party.
That's why it's called a social construct.
You know, Aiden actually raises a fairly good point here. Maybe that could potentially provide us with some insight that it's not so necessary, or maybe even it's not so beneficial for us to assign gender at birth based on biological sex. However, that is currently what we do, you know, which you can see evidenced by us having gender reveal parties when we know the biological sex that a baby is supposed to be born as.
Let's put it like this. If you meet some of these grown-ass niggas who think they females, if you ask them what sex they are, they're not going to say they're actually male. They're going to say they're a female.
What DJ Akademiks is saying here is entirely possible, but it's also possible that those people tend to have had transitioned sexually via HRT and sometimes even reassignment surgeries in order to be what we define as female.
You filled out. Does it not say sex M/F?
We're not talking about government form. Yo, respectfully, we're talking about government form. Yo, we're talking about, like, I completely get your argument and you're right. But the people we're talking about, they want to be able to pick not only gender but sex. They're picking.
Nah, that doesn't seem right.
Oh, have you met someone that is like? I gotta be clear because I know I'm still on Twitch. Trans, and if you do you think they identify like, oh, I'm actually a male sex-wise, but I consider myself as a woman? They don't. They call themselves a woman and a female. That's a fact. Why y'all acting like they still consider themselves a male?
You know, they might. As we can see, nobody really even knows what they're yapping about. And also, ultimately, we can see that it's pretty arbitrary. So, maybe. But who really cares? What does it affect? Who's it hurting?
They still mean the gender, though. Like, and if they don't, they're wrong. But that doesn't. Why do you feel so enraged and compelled to write them? That's the government's fucking thing to do that. If they misrepresent themselves on a government form, they're now wrong. That's fucking illegal. If they say sex and they misrepresent themselves, that's actually wrong. Why do you feel like you have to go, no, you are this, you are that? Yo, chill the fuck out, bitch ass.
True, again, it doesn't affect them in any way, shape, or form. It only brings benefit to society by allowing people to more adequately express themselves rather than live by the miserable confines that brainlets like Adin Ross and DJ Akademiks have laid out for us. Alright, and that's it for this video. There's not really any other substance here. They kind of just end up repeating the same things, so I will catch y'all in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to not miss another upload, even though I know they happen so infrequently. I'll try to work on that. And if you want somewhere to hang out or chat or, you know, just kind of be in a community with like-minded people, go ahead and join the Discord. Link is right down below. Peace.